Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We got 11 matchups on this NBA slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop into here. Big slate today. Starting with the Boston Celtics versus the Washington Wizards. Celtics opening up as a 10-point road favorite with the over-under at 229. Boston coming into this matchup 2-0. Washington 1-1. Head-to-head, Boston 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. As far as injuries go, don't see any major injuries in this matchup. Boston coming off a Miami win. Washington coming off a Memphis win. Boston 4-1 covering against Washington. 4-1 straight up against Washington. And yeah, really love what I'm seeing from Boston so far to start the season. They're playing great. I think I'm going to roll with the Celtics. -10 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Charlotte Hornets. Nets opening up as a 1-point road favorite with the over-under at 228. Brooklyn coming into this matchup 0-2. Charlotte 1-1. Head-to-head, Brooklyn 7-3. 6-4 covering the spread. The over just 3-7 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. No Cameron Johnson or Nicholas Claxton for Brooklyn. Those are the only injuries here. Brooklyn, yeah, coming off a Dallas loss. Charlotte coming off a pretty bad Detroit loss here. I think Charlotte's a good underdog today at home. The numbers are definitely in favor of Brooklyn, but I'll take a shot with Charlotte money line and +1 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Bulls versus the Indiana Pacers. Pacers opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 229.5. Bulls coming into this matchup 1-2. The Pacers 2-0. Head-to-head, Chicago is 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any injuries in this matchup here. Chicago coming off a bad Detroit loss. Pacers playing pretty well to start the season. Back-to-back wins, coming off a nice Cleveland win. They're looking pretty good. And I'm just not in love with what I'm seeing from this Bulls team. They just haven't looked good so far. And I mean, Levine put up 50 last game and they lost pretty bad, which is not a good sign. Yeah, give me the Pacers -3 in money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Atlanta Hawks. Timberwolves opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 228.5. Minnesota coming into this matchup 1-1. The Hawks 1-2. Head-to-head, Atlanta is 7-3. 8-2 covering the spread. The over's 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Minnesota coming off a Miami win. Atlanta coming off a big Bucks win. Minnesota, no, they're 1-6 covering against Atlanta, 2-5 against Atlanta. They really struggled against Atlanta here. Atlanta coming off a big Bucks win, coming off a back-to-back though. I like the Timberwolves in this matchup. I know the numbers aren't going to agree, but they're coming off a nice Miami win, and I think I'm gonna lean with Minnesota -2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Toronto Raptors. Toronto opening up as an 8.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 216. Portland coming into this matchup 0-3. Toronto 1-2. Head-to-head, Portland is 6-4. 6-4 covering the spread. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup here. Portland, yeah, 0-3 to start the season, coming off some rough losses. Toronto coming off back-to-back losses, coming off a bad Philly loss here. A good spot for Toronto to get back on track against a pretty bad Portland team right now, who's 0-5 on the road. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take Toronto -8.5 and money line at home here. Next matchup, we got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Dallas opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 228. Dallas coming into this matchup 2-0. Memphis 0-3. Head-to-head, split down the middle. The over just 3-7 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup. Dallas looking good to start the season, coming off a Brooklyn win. Memphis 0-3. Not a good start for Memphis here. Dallas 6-1 covering against Memphis, so they've been very good against Memphis here, and love the way Dallas has been playing. Give me Dallas -2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder opening up as a 6-point home favorite with the over-under at 225. Detroit coming into this matchup 2-1. OKC 2-1 head-to-head. OKC is 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Detroit on a 2-game winning streak here, coming off a big Bulls win. OKC coming off a bad Denver win yesterday. OKC hasn't played that good against Detroit, just 1-5 covering at home against Detroit here. But I really like the Thunder to bounce back. It was a tough game yesterday against the Nuggets, but I think they'll bounce back here, and I'm going to take OKC -6 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans opening up as a 4-point home favorite with the over-under at 224. Warriors coming into this matchup 2-1. The Pelicans 2-0. Head-to-head, the Warriors are 6-4, 7-3 covering the spread. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup here. Warriors coming off a big Houston win yesterday. Pelicans on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Knicks win. The Warriors 13-6 against the Pelicans, so they've been very good head-to-head, getting underdog value on the road. We're gonna see if they choose to rest anybody. As long as Curry's playing, and Curry, Clay, the main guys are playing in this matchup, give me Warriors +4 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Heat versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as a 5.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Heat coming into this matchup 1-2. The Bucks 1-1. Head-to-head, Miami 6-4. 6-3-1 covering the spread. The overs hit an 8 out of the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup. Chris Middleton is questionable for the Bucks, so we'll see if he plays. Miami coming off back-to-back losses, coming off a Minnesota loss. Bucks coming off a bad Atlanta loss yesterday. That was a tough loss for them. I like the Bucks to bounce back. Yesterday, I don't know what happened yesterday here, but back at home, I think they bounce back here, and I'm gonna take the Bucks -5.5 in money line. Next matchup, we got the Utah Jazz versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver opening up as an 8-point home favorite with the over-under at 227.5. Jazz coming into this matchup 1-2. The Nuggets 3-0. Jazz are 7-3 head-to-head, 7-3 covering the spread. They've actually been very good against the Nuggets. Utah coming off a Phoenix loss. Denver coming off a big OKC win yesterday. Denver playing very good basketball right now. Probably playing the best in the league so far. 13-5 at home against Utah. 13-1 at home. I mean, they've been dominant at home. As long as they don't rest anybody, I'm going to roll with Denver -8 and money line at home. In the last matchup, we got the Orlando Magic versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over-under at 218. Magic coming into this matchup 2-0. The Lakers 1-2. Head-to-head, the Lakers are 7-3 head-to-head here. Don't see any injuries right now. Orlando 2-0 to start the season, looking pretty good, coming off a Portland and Houston win. Lakers coming off a Sacramento loss last night. A tough loss for the Lakers here. I kind of like the Magic on the road. Looking good to start the season. Lakers on a back-to-back. LeBron and AD had dominant games last night, and they lost. I think I would take a shot with the Magic +2 on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.